Yes, my people, welcome back to another video and welcome back to the Glory Hunter Challenge and welcome today to our technically second Champions League game of the season, but our first Champions League live com of the series so far. That is right. Of course, Season 1 we were in the Europa League. Season 2 we were in the Conference League, and finally, for the first time in this Glory Hunter campaign, we will be playing Champions League football. And today we will be playing against Barcelona away at the Nou Camp, which is a fantastic game to be participating in. And then we will play against Everton at home in the Premier League. Now, since you were last here, we have played quite a lot of games. We obviously played against Leeds United. I don't know why there's someone... I don't know why there's cheering in the background. I'm going to mute that. Anyway, we will be playing against... I lost my train of thought. So, last episode, we played against Leeds at home, and we picked up a 1-0 win with Vinicius Jr. getting the goal. We then carried on that win into a 3-1 win away at Brighton, with Vinicius Jr. getting a brace and Enzo Fernandez getting himself a goal in that one as well. We then smashed Arsenal 4-1 at home, with Cole Palmer getting 2, Wesley Fofana and Moises Caicedo getting a goal each as well, as Saka got one for Arsenal. We then played against Crystal Palace away and picked up a 3-0 win, with Nico Paz getting a brace and Marc Cucurella getting himself a goal as well. We then rotated our side heavily, but Nico Paz off the bench got the equaliser in this one, as Adam Armstrong scored the first for Southampton to make it 1-0. We then beat Southampton on penalties to advance through to the Carabao Cup 4th round. We then drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest, unfortunately, as Callum Hudson-Odoi, ex-Chelsea man of course, scored the opener for Forest, and then we relied on a own goal from Milenkovic to equalise. And then I chose to play this game off camera. I know I said I'd be back for the first Champions League game, but I thought we may as well wait for the Barcelona game. So we played Celtic off camera in our first Champions League game of the season, and we beat them 5-0 with a hat-trick from Cole Palmer and then a brace from Giovanni Quenda. I was hoping that would fix this noise in my ear. Anyway, our lineup today as we face Barcelona away is as follows. We're going with Garcia in goal, a back four of Reece James, Wesley Fofana, Schlotterbeck and Cucurella, with midfield 2 of Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, with Cole Palmer starting on the right off the back of his hat-trick last time out, Nico Paz in the 10, with Quenda off the back of his brace last time out, and Vinicius Jr. leading the line against his arch nemesis Barcelona. Let's get into this game at the Nou Camp and see how Barcelona will be lining up for it. Okay then, the lineup that Barcelona are going for today is as follows. They're going with a 4-2-3-1, with Chevalier in goal, a back four of Koundé, Kabasi, Christensen, ex-Chelsea man of course, and Alejandro Balde, rounding off the back four, with Gavi and Pedri in midfield. Fermin Lopez starts on the right, with captain Rafinha out on the left, Dani Olmo in the 10, with youngster Tony Fernandez leading the line for Barcelona here today, as we are going to get into this one as just confirmation of the Barcelona lineup here, and then confirmation of that Chelsea lineup too, as Chelsea are back in the Champions League here today. Barcelona lost their opening game as the Champions League music begins, and for the first time in this Glory Hunter save, we see the Champions League ball and we see our players come out as Vinicius Junior gets us underway for this Champions League tie. So hopefully that fixes the audio. As Cucurella finding Enzo Fernandez, then finding Giovanni Quenda, who cuts in and goes for goal. And it's a good save from Chevalier there to just hold on to that ball. There's nothing really happening here in the first quarter of an hour in this game. As it is beautiful to be back playing in the Champions League. Hopefully, as I said in yesterday's video, we could maybe try and win it. I feel like when you get to a certain level, it is a case of you could win it. I wouldn't say Barcelona are a lot better than us. They are probably, don't know, to be fair. We have got a really good team here at Chelsea. As Dani Olmo hits the post and Tony Fernandez is there to tap home and make it 1-0 to Barcelona here. It's a fantastic ball by Fermin Lopez, and Dani Olmo just hits the post and it falls straight to Tony Fernandez. It's lucky that it falls straight to this young Spaniard, but it does, and Chelsea are now 1-0 down here at the Nou Camp. As Cucurella, ex-Barcelona, of course. Can he find someone in the middle? He finds Enzo Fernandez, and it's cleared to Fermin Lopez. As Barcelona breaking away now on the... Tony Fernandez has to be offside there. I'm not worried. It's a good finish from the young Spaniard, but he was miles offside, and if this is given, I would be very surprised, as the goal has been allowed. As Caicedo finding Reece James. Nico Paz is off the pitch injured. As Giovanni Quenda now finding Cucurella. He goes back to Quenda. Enzo Fernandez finding Giovanni Quenda, and Cucurella finds Nico Paz. Can Nico Paz get the ball in the box? He can't, as Gavi intercepts. And that is going to be half time here at the Nou Camp. As that is 1-0 in this one. Barcelona lead at half time, 1-0. I clicked the wrong button there. Click the wrong button again. As Tony Fernandez gets us underway for this second half. Rafinha cutting in. Neither team really done too much. Only 62,000 people, really? Surprised about that, as Barcelona definitely being the better team, as you can see with the performances. As Kabasi going back to Gavi here. Kabasi. Rafinha finding Pedri with the ball. Is that a penalty? Oh, I'm not sure, you know. As Caicedo fouls Pedri. And I'm not too sure if that is going to be a foul. It's not. VAR decide no penalty. And they say it is a free kick to Barcelona instead. As we are going to go attack him. And we are going to demand... I will say, Vinicius Jr. scored in the opening game and then obviously scored 2 in the next game. He hasn't scored since the first 2 games. And for someone that cost me 130 million, I'm a bit disappointed about that. I won't lie. As we're into the final 15 minutes here now, the second half has absolutely flown by. As we're going to bring João Pedro, Ferran Torres, Esteval and Pedro Neto on. As we'll do that and then do that. And then Reece James for... Oh, never mind. Yeah, we'll bring Chalobah on anyway, because Reece James is pretty tired. As we are into the final 15 minutes here, we're going to demand more and go very attacking, looking to try and get an equaliser here against Barcelona. Not much has happened here in this Champions League game at all. As Rafinha switches over to Gerard Martin. And now Jack Grealish at Barcelona. As Schlotterbeck intercepts and it falls to Esteval. João Pedro now finding Esteval, who finds Chalobah and goes back to the Brazilian. And Esteval equalises for Chelsea. It's a fantastic Chelsea goal. It all started with Schlotterbeck winning that header. And Esteval, really the role of conductor there and finishing as Chalobah finds Esteval, who hits it first time. And it's a lovely finish into the bottom corner to make it 1-1. As we're into the final 5 minutes now. Hopefully we can maybe grab a late winner, as there is going to be a highlight. Chalobah finding Esteval, who then finds João Pedro, who plays Ferran Torres through. And Torres does score, but he will be offside, and this will get chalked off by VAR, who are checking, and they do confirm that Ferran Torres, against his former side, was offside there, unfortunately, as he is miles off. As now Christensen against Chelsea, his former club of course, with the free kick for Barcelona. Goes short to Gerard Martin. Grealish now finding Pedri, who finds Dani Olmo. Back to Grealish with a lovely ball outside of his foot. That's Dani Olmo, and it's good defending from Moises Caicedo there. It will be a Barcelona corner. Frenkie de Jong, the notoriously really blonde man with dark hair apparently, to take. It's a good delivery, and Dani Olmo heads home to get the winner for Barcelona here in the 93rd minute. It's disappointing to lose late at the death, and it's a great ball from Frenkie de Jong, and Dani Olmo rises highest to head home and grab a late winner. As never mind, Enzo Fernandez on the other side finding Fofana. It's headed away, but can Esteval get it back in the mixer? He can't. As very harsh to blow the whistle there, but that is the full-time whistle. It ends here at the Nou Camp. Barcelona 2, Chelsea 1, unfortunately. What was quite a boring first 75 minutes ended up being an entertaining end to the game there. As now attention does now turn to Everton on the Monday night, and I'll be back with the lineups for that game. So I will see you there. Okay then. So the lineups that both us and Everton have gone for are as follows. We have gone with an unchanged 11 from our defeat in Barcelona. in the Champions League, as we've gone with Garcia in goal. A back four of Reece James, Fofana, Schlotterbeck and Cucurella. With a midfield two of Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Cole Palmer starts on the right for us. Giovanni Quenda on the left with Nico Paz in the 10, with Vinicius Junior leading the line for Chelsea here today. Everton have also gone with a 4-2-3-1, with Jordan Pickford starting in goal. A back four of Zeki Celik, O'Brien, Jared Brentwaite and Mikalenko, with Amatucci and Eric Dyer in midfield. Iliman Ndiaye starts on the left with Tyler Diblin on the right, with Merlin Roll in behind Joshua Zirkzee, who leads the line for Everton here today. There's just confirmation of the lineups here in this Premier League clash between Chelsea and Everton, as there is confirmation of the Everton lineup. We are currently sitting 6th in the league with games in hand. Everton are second from bottom. We are at home, so I expect a win and a good performance here as Vinicius Junior gets us underway for the first half here and immediately kicks the ball out. As Reece James with a good delivery, finding Nico Schlotterbeck, and it's just over the bar. It's a good start to the game here though, immediately in this first 5 minutes, as Jordan Pickford now goes to O'Brien. Pickford then goes long, and it's headed on, and Joshua Zirkzee is in a one-on-one race here, opts to cut back to Ndiaye, who then finds Mikalenko out on this left-hand side. Mikalenko going back to Dyer and then receives the ball again. Mikalenko with a good delivery and falls to Dibbling. Can Dibbling pull it back or go for goal himself? He finds Caicedo. Vinicius Junior now finding Giovanni Quenda. Quenda dispossessed by Dibbling, but does get the ball back as Cucurella now finding Giovanni Quenda, who finds Moises Caicedo out to Reece James. Reece James cutting in, going back to Moises Caicedo to Enzo Fernandez, and Pickford is forced to make the save. As we're in to the halfway point of this first half. Still goalless, but we have had some promising signs as we now have a corner. As it looks like it's pushed, Schlotterbeck is pushed, and we are appealing for a penalty. It will go to VAR, of course. And it will be a penalty. Cole Palmer to step up here against Everton. Can Cole Palmer convert and put us 1-0 up here? Cole Palmer steps up and scores for Chelsea. Chelsea 1, Everton 0 here in the first half an hour. It's a lovely penalty from Cole Palmer to put us 1-0 up. And that puts us second in the table as well. As Pickford going long. Schlotterbeck winning the header and doing really well there. As Zirkzee now finding Roll. Eric Dyer finding Mikalenko. Everton do look dangerous when they do come forward with the ball. As Iliman Ndiaye. As Cucurella can clear and does. Only as far as Eric Dyer though. As Amatucci now going back to Jared Brantwaite. Cucurella trying to cut in. Giovanni Quenda running at the defence. Trying to pull it back. And it falls to Enzo Fernandez. And it's a good save from Pickford. As Cucurella finding Schlotterbeck. Wesley Fofana now. Can go for goal. And it's an easy save for Pickford in the end there. And Schlotterbeck does well to win the header again there. Winning every single header. As Schlotterbeck finding Nico Paz, who finds Cucurella. Cucurella. Giovanni Quenda. Dispossessed by Roll. As Caicedo now. What can he do with it? Finding Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer cutting in and goes for goal, and it's another fantastic save from Pickford. Schlotterbeck finding Reece James. And that is the half-time whistle. We go into the break. Chelsea 1, Everton 0. That Cole Palmer penalty, the difference between the two teams here. But we have to say we should be more than one goal up here. As Xerxes gets us underway for the second half here. Mikalenko finding Martin Roll, who goes back to Mikalenko. Roll now cutting in and going for goal, and it's a good save from Garcia in the Chelsea goal there. As Nico Paz dispossessed by Rosario. And Roll is now through. Reece James finding the ball through to Cole Palmer, who can square it to Vinicius Jr. And Vinicius Jr. makes it 2 for Chelsea here. He gets another goal. And makes it 4. It's a fantastic ball through to Palmer. And Palmer does brilliantly to square that to Vinicius Jr. And it's a fantastic finish from the Brazilian to double Chelsea's lead here today. What's stopping us being top there? Is it goal difference? Yeah. Oh, we do have a game in hand on all of these actually, to be fair. That's nice. As we approach the final 20 minutes here. This will be a nice win at home to Everton. As we are going to make some changes. Giovanni Quenda having a bit of a quiet game. So Torres can come on. Nico Paz also having a quiet game. João Pedro can come on as well. Chalobah on for Reece James. Caicedo having a good game. We'll leave him on. Jarrell Hato can come on. And we'll bring Andre Santos on as well. Is that 2 star? Is that 2.5 star or 1.5 star? As we are into the final 10 minutes here. As it reaches Mikalenko out on this left hand side. Cole Palmer now finding João Pedro into Vinicius Jr., who can go on his own here. And it's a fantastic save from Pickford yet again. As we are into the final 5 minutes now. And that is it. 2-0. We are victorious over Everton. Where should we come back for next episode then? I think we're going to come back for... Oh, that's quite a way away though. I was going to come back for here. I think we come back for here. Marseille and Aston Villa in the Premier League. So if you don't want to miss that video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow for more Glory Hunter action. Peace.